These sparkling notes emanate from Ellen Ballon's 1950 performance of Chopin's Piano Concerto No. 2 with the London Symphony Orchestra. A musical prodigy, Ballon began studying piano at the McGill Conservatorium in 1904 at the age of 6. By 12, she had her debut with the New York Symphony and would go on to have an illustrious career as a soloist on the international stage. McGill's musical past began at the turn of the 20th century. Ballon's early instructor, Hungarian pianist Clara Lichtenstein, was invited by Lord Strathcona to form a music program at the Royal Victoria College. Thanks to her efforts, the McGill Conservatorium was established in 1904. This event laid the groundwork for what would eventually become the Schulich School of Music. As vice director of the conservatorium, Lichtenstein continued to teach until 1929. She left in her wake a list of notable pupils, including acclaimed operatic soprano Pauline Donalda. Among the first ardent promoters of opera in Canada, Donalda founded the Opera Guild of Montreal in 1941, remaining at its helm until 1969. Violinist and conductor Ethel Stark helped initiate a wave of change in the field of classical music. Accepted into the McGill Conservatory at 14, Stark was a true trailblazer who raised the status of female instrumentalists. She was the first Canadian awarded a scholarship to Philadelphia's Curtis Institute, the first woman to enter its conducting program, and in 1940 founded the first Canadian orchestra composed exclusively of women. In 1947, the Montreal Women's Symphony Orchestra was the first Canadian ensemble of any kind to perform at Carnegie Hall. Violet Grant States, accepted into the Montreal Women's Symphony Orchestra as a clarinetist in 1943, was the first Black member of a major Canadian orchestra. Crediting Stark with reinforcing her confidence, she described performing with the ensemble as the thrill of a lifetime. States would graduate with degrees in both arts and education from McGill in 1968. She became a public school teacher and taught over 1,000 school children music. Another remarkable Violet, Violet Archer, joined the Montreal Women's Symphony Orchestra as a percussionist in 1940. On the verge of a successful career as a composer, Archer had earned a piano licentiate and Bachelor of Music in Composition at McGill. Continuing her education with the legendary Bela Bartok and studying at Yale with Paul Hindemith, she emerged as one of Canada's most distinguished composers. Archer produced a prolific body of work marked by its strong individuality and command of traditional and contemporary music techniques. Daisy Peterson Sweeney, who earned a music diploma from McGill in 1945, was an accomplished musician and beloved teacher. She taught many prominent pianists, her younger brother, the jazz great Oscar Peterson, among them. Sweeney is recognized for her commitment to providing underrepresented children in her St. Henry community with the opportunity to learn music. Today, McGill's Schulich School of Music builds on a legacy initiated over 100 years ago. At the forefront of Canadian post-secondary musical education, it now offers programs in orchestra, opera, jazz, early music, choral studies, composition, and contemporary music, as well as sound recording and musical technology. Since 2001, Schulich has been home to Kermit, the multidisciplinary and interinstitutional research group developing new approaches to the scientific study of music. Creating place and space for community and creative encounters is how Schulich continues to build a more exciting and inclusive future. McGill's music graduates not only realize their full potential as professional musicians, sound engineers, teachers, and conductors, but as cultural innovators who contribute to musical excellence in the city and beyond.